Good morning, students. Today we will be discussing lesson 1, that is uses of a computer. As you all know, computer is a smart machine. It works on the principle of IPO cycle. That is, we give the input to the computer, it processes it and gives us the output. So, in this chapter, we will be discussing about the topic features of a computer. So, now I am sharing my presentation and let's start. Lesson 1, Uses of a computer. First topic is the features of a computer. First, it is speed. You know, computer works at a very high speed and can do all the calculations very quickly. The moment you give input to the computer through the input devices, maybe the keyboard or the mouse, within fraction of second you get the output or the result on the monitor. Second feature, it is the accuracy. A computer always gives the correct result. It does not make any mistake. So whatever input it is given to the computer, you always get the correct output. Third feature of computer is versatility. Computer can perform a variety of tasks. So it is also known as a multitasking machine. That means we can do number of work, different types of work on a computer. We can make drawings, we can make beautiful cards, we can write letters, we can surf the internet and download the information, we can perform many mathematical calculations as well. Next feature of computer, it is the storage. Computer can store large amount of data and information in its memory, which we can retrieve afterwards whenever we require. And computer stores this information either in its primary memory, which is the internal memory of the computer, or in its external memory in the form of storage devices like the CD, DVD, hard disk, pen drive, etc. And next feature, it is the diligence. Now, computer can work for long hours at the same speed and accuracy without getting tired. That means we can do the work on computer for long hours and it will not complain and it will not shut down on its own, and the speed of computer will also remain the same. And the last feature, it is the reliability. Now computers, they are very reliable. They never make mistake. Whatever work or task is given to the computer, it never leaves in between, but it completes the work and give us the appropriate result. So along with these features of computer, still we have few disadvantages of computer. First, it is that computers do not have any intelligence. They don't have any emotions and feelings, and they cannot think. They cannot take decisions on their own. Whatever input is given to the computer, they give us the output. If we give the wrong input, then obviously the output which we will get will also be wrong. But computer on their own, they will not correct the input to make it correct so that you get the correct output. So we can say what we feed in the computer, we will get the output accordingly. Then the next limitation is that it affects our health. Like if we keep on working for long hours on the computer, our eyesight also is affected and our health is also affected. So it is advised that we should not work for long hours on the computer. If it's very important to work, we should take a break in between. Now, computers, we work mainly on two of its components, that is the hardware and the software. Now, hardware, all the parts of the computer which you can see and touch, they are known as hardware. And software are the set of programs or the set of instructions on which a computer works. So now we will discuss about the computer hardware. Computer hardware, according to the work, it is divided into four types. They are the input devices, output devices, processing device, and the storage devices. Input devices, the devices of the computer which are used to give input to the computer are known as input devices. For example, we have the keyboard, mouse, scanner, etc. Output devices, the devices which give us the output or the process result, they are known as the output devices. For example, monitor, printer, speaker, headphone, etc. Now, next is the processing device, which is the most important part of the computer. We have only one processing device in the computer, that is the CPU. It takes input from the input devices, processes it, and gives the result to the output devices. Next are the storage devices. Now, the storage devices are the devices which are used to store the information for future use. Like we have the CDs, DVDs, pen drive, hard disk, etc. So, as we have discussed about the hardware, now we will be discussing about the computer software. Now, computer software are the set of instructions or programs on which a computer works. Hardware cannot work on its own. It needs software to work properly. Now, computer software, it is again of two types. As you can see, it is system software and application software. Now, system software uh, is called as the manager of the computer. Now, for example, Windows and Unix. These are the examples of the operating system without which a computer cannot work. These operating system controls all the hardware and other applications of the computer and help us to work smoothly and properly on a computer. Second type of software, it is the application software. Now these are the programs which help us to do a particular work or a specific task on a computer. Like we have the Word 2016, which is used for writing letters, poems, stories, etc. Then we have the PowerPoint 2016, which is used for making a presentation. Along with this, we have other types of software as well, like MS Paint, which is used for making drawings, etc. And we have this Zoom app as well, which you are using these days for attending your online classes. Next topic we will be covering from this chapter is the uses of computer.